There's the arrow, they're in the region. He goes, and when they come this close, they want to talk. And I said, but this is, and sure enough, you hear Mushko, and everyone starts screaming. And it was just this moment of absolute panic where women were lifting babies and chickens are flying around and dogs. And we're in this tiny little indigenous community on the side of a river with hundreds and hundreds of miles of jungle around. And we run to the edge of this, the edge of the river where this cliff is. And across the river, we see them coming towards us. And they're walking out of the jungle and they're naked from head to toe. They just have some string tied around their waists, penises tied up to their bellies. They all have 7-foot-long bows and arrows, and they're crouched over and they're looking at us. And we're standing there, and you go, I wanted to see this, and now I'm not so sure I want to be here. Because there are warriors coming out of the jungle, and they're from 1,000 years ago. So I asked the anthropologist, I said, they're like Stone Age people. And he goes, they don't have stones. He said, they're still in the bamboo age. He said, these people are living such a primitive lifestyle. They're hunter-gatherers. And they've been isolated so deep in the jungle for so many centuries that it's like a time capsule. So there was 1,000 years between us. We were standing on either side of the river with 1,000 years between us and this aperture into the history of what humankind used to look like. And these people came out holding their bows and arrows that they had made out of the jungle. And they held up their hands and they were talking to us across a river. And it was sort of shirts versus skins.